Today we're going to be working on a 2013 Nissan 370Z. Now we're going to show you the output shot so you have a good before reference for the low beam and the high beam. That's low, that's high, and now we're back to low. Now we're going to go ahead and pop the hood and get started by removing the bumper. You're going to need a 10mm socket to remove all the screws on the bottom and inside of the bumpers. Next, you'll want to put the side of the bumpers. And following that, you're going to remove all the screws on the bottom of the bumper. That way you can fully remove the bumper from the vehicle to access the headlights. Next, you're going to remove the tab from the top of the bumper. And then you're going to pull it on the right and pull from the left. And there you go. Next, you can use a 10mm socket to remove this screw, that screw, and remove this piece of plastic out of the way. And you're going to remove the third screw right there on the top. Along, you're going to need your flathead to remove the next tab. So let's go ahead and fast forward to get the headlights off. Next, you're going to pull and then slide the headlight off. Now you can pull it off. Once you have access to the back, you're going to disconnect the bulb connection and locate it right. Now you can pull the headlight off. Next, we're going to focus on removing the 3 screws from the HID ballast and disconnecting it from the headlight harness. Now that we've disconnected it, we're going to go and focus by removing the 2 screws on the bottom to show you what's underneath and disconnect the HID. What you will notice is that the HID ballast is not potted. This is not good because it does not allow for long-term longevity. This will cause issues with rust and corrosion. Now let's go ahead and focus by removing the factory igniter. We're going to have to open up the back of the dust cap to disconnect the bulb igniter from the D2S bulb and slide it out. Here's a look at the Pro Series D2S kit on the left, the factory OEM HID kit on the right. Now we're going to move by connecting the driver onto the headlight assembly. You're going to run the wire through the back and the inside. And you're going to want to borrow the O-ring from the original ballast and transfer it over to the new driver. That way you protect it from getting any water inside the headlight assembly. Now that everything's connected and mounted, we're going to go ahead and mount the driver to the headlight assembly. And next we're going to disconnect the factory D2S bulb since we no longer need it. Set that to the side and grab your D2S Pro Series LED bulb. And then there is a notch right there on the top. Make sure that lines up to the very top notch on the projector itself. Insert it, rotate it, make sure it's nice and snug where it needs to be, and then lock it in. Now that the plug has been pinned correctly, we're going to go ahead and connect it to the new driver. And now we're going to go ahead and put the headlight assembly back to the vehicle. We have sped up this process, so you already know how to remove them. It's the same way you put them back on. Before we put the bumper back on, you want to test the low beam and high beam circuit. So far everything's working just fine. Now it's time to put the bumper back on. The same way you remove the bumper, the same way you're going to put it back on. We have sped up the process just so you can see how it's done. We're going to put the screws on the bottom of the bumper, the side of the bumper, and the black tabs on the very top of the bumper to hold it back in place. I enjoy the cinematic look of how the new headlights look with the plug-and-play Pro Series LED bulb. Here's a before look with OEM setup and an after look with the PMP Pro Series LED kit setup. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel for more information.